I also want to know, what temps are you opening the unheated houses?
So we keep the unheated houses pretty cool. So what we're doing when we plant out the ranunculus, and we can show you one of the houses of ranunculus that's planted out right now. We want just a little bit of sprout, not a ton of green growth, because we don't want that foliage to die back in the winter. But we also don't want to have a lot of active growth. So if you have a lot of sunny, warm days in the winter and the plants like reactivate, but then it's going to be cold again in January and they're going to kind of die off, we want to keep the temperature like colder in there in the unheated houses. So I would say, I think that they vent at I think we vent them at 38 or something like that in the unheated space. And that also helps with condensation. So if you are sunnier and you're having a lot of temperature differentiation where it's cold at night and it's hot during the day, you're going to get a lot more condensation, which can lead to botrytis if that moisture is dripping down onto the plants. So what we found by also keeping them cooler is that you're not having as much moisture like issues in the greenhouse. So I think it also depends on how much sun you get. We're pretty cloudy here, but you know, there's still days where it's 20 degrees outside and it's sunny, so you've got to vent the greenhouse. So we talk a lot in the class about like ventilation, because I think that's one of the biggest parts of like plant care of growing over the winter, because it definitely helps with like disease management, with botrytis especially, but other things that we were experiencing were like downy mildew, not having sufficient airflow, and phytophthora and fusarium. So, which we talk about all of those in the class too.